Hi, this is Peter the Clairvoyant here, and I'm looking at Sagittarius Love Tarot for the month of December 2017. And I just get the feeling for you Sagittarians now, especially the ones who are connected with partners, you do need to start opening up and communicating. Communicating is going to be a big key factor for this month. It's like it feels like you've got to get your point of view across, you've got to start speaking your mind a little bit, and your partner needs to start listening a little bit as well. Because I just get the feeling sometimes it feels like it's in one ear and out the other, if you know what I mean. You're also trying to get balance in your life, as if to say, what you're doing and where you're going with your life. Feels though sometimes you're feeling a bit drained and a run down with everything. So I feel like you're trying to condense everything that you're doing now, make things simpler for yourself, make things easier. And do you know what? I don't think it's a bad idea. I feel as though it's good. But all you've got to do now is just make sure your partner's on the same wavelength of you, of what you're trying to do and achieve. And I feel as if you get him on side, you'll certainly get down a damn sight quicker than if he's kind of sort of fighting against you a little bit. And sometimes your partners are against you. And I don't mean it like, all arguments, negative things like that, but it's just like it's hard work, it's not flowing. It's like it just feels, it could feel so much easier. And I just feel as though it's just to do with lack of communication. So you're either not getting your point of view across right, or he's just not listening. It's along those kind of lines. So it's a bit difficult. And I do feel like a lot of the time I feel like I'm being held back. It's like I can't do the what I want to do. And it just feels though, this frustration could build into negativity and a bit of depression if you're not careful. So I just feel so you've got to watch what you're doing here and how you go about trying to get what you're looking for, because it's almost like I feel so you could push a little bit too hard, a bit too quick. And you don't want it to antagonize relationships, because relationships themselves are okay. It's not quite the way it should be. But I just feel as though if we sort of twist and put things right the best way we can kind of get there, even though it's hard. But you need to get your partner on side, and this is the problem. And I'm not saying won't, but it might just not be as quick as you'd like it to be. It's like you're fired up, go, 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 and he's like, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. It's a bit like that. And that's just, and if you feel like you're getting that attitude, that's going to really wind you up big time. So you're going to have to really keep an eye on this, and I just feel as though you've got to go in gently, really gently, as otherwise you could sort of push things too much and you could have really blazing rows that just weren't necessary. And I feel like these rows could turn in negativity if you don't sort of control them. So it's a bit of a catch-22. It's like you've got the ability to put things right, but be gentle. You've got to be careful of these arguments if you antagonise them, because if you can calm it down, you'll be all right. But if you can't calm it down, it could cause some of you to have a bit of a break or a split over the Christmas. So you've got to be really, really careful how you handle this, because I don't feel like things are that bad, but yeah, I can see where you're coming from and what you're wanting. So I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just the way you've got to do it. You've got to find a way of gelling it, getting it to fit, and that's going to be the difficult part. But I would also say as well, don't rock the boat, because I feel like the universe has been holding you back a little bit. It's not just as if to say, "Oh, it's your partner" or "it's you." It's up there as well. It's like it's not been the right time to make things happen. And I don't think it's going to sort of kick in the early New Year's if it's going to be the right time. But like I say, if you gently push it, nudge it a little bit, gently, and that is the key word, I feel like you can get to start what you want. But just be careful, like I say, how you go about it, because it is going to drain your energy. But here you are, you have got to make some massive decisions for yourself now. So I'm going to leave that there, because I've gone quite sort of in depth with that there. For those of you who are single, there is new love coming, and I feel as though you're feeling very, very sensitive to it. And I just feel as though somebody's coming in who's very sort of passionate, very loving, and I just feel as though it's really nice. And you are going to feel quite happy, quite settled. So I'm not saying it's going to come in December, but it's definitely coming for you. So just wait and see. But I just feel as though, again, you've got to make decisions. You need to make sure you're getting that right partner around you. Okay. and I just feel so that's going to be very sort of important. So if you're a bit more of a sensitive type person, I would say you need somebody who's a bit passionate but a bit of strength to sort of put you on the right path. But if you're quite strong-willed, you definitely need somebody on your level to cope with you and deal with you. Because I know we all think we've got a star signs and that's our personality, but it's not the case. Snippets of each other come in, and it all depends on what day you're born. But I'm not that kind of astrologer to go in depth like that, but I'm just drawing to what I feel through my clairvoyance a little bit with you. So these are the things that you've got to think about. Also, somebody in family is going to be thinking about sort of sorting out a will, and with you got other things going on in your head, you might not be able to quite digest that, as if to say, oh, I'll sort that out with you later. And I feel so it's okay, but don't ignore family because they are there for you. So try and make some time for them. Okay, even if you just say, well, look, I can't do it this month, Dad or Mum, but you know, I'll be there sort of next month, if you know what I mean, to sort it out with you. So try and sort of plan it, but tell them when you can be there so they're not hanging on. You know, and let them know why you can't deal with this at the moment. And I can't see it being a problem. Okay, but I just feel so generally, single or not single, I just feel so a lot of confusion around you at the moment, a lot of confusion. But I just feel so you've got to cut through the crap now and you've got to start sorting things out. But like I say, don't push too hard. I just feel so you mustn't. Could be a big mistake if you do. Right, so sorting things out with family. And family might feel so they get a bit interfering, especially with it's children. So you've got to be careful that you don't rock the boat if the children are involved as well, the way you're trying to make these changes. So you've got, again, going gently. And also it's trying to tell you as well, this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which is what I've been saying, and which we can help you to understand and heal in your mind and heart, and surround you and this person with the experience with calming blue light and many angels. So be open with the situation and accept the gifts and allow yourself to feel the peace again, which is in a sense what I've just been saying, isn't it? It's funny how that's come out. Your crystals, this is feeling a bit heavy. It's like I'm being weighed down. So just feel so, yes, things weighing you down. So you've got to lighten that load somehow, but you've got to do it gently. Don't do it forcefully. That's what you need to think about. You know, you've got to do it in that very sort of gentle, positive way. Not to not give up, but you just got to do it in the right way. Because it feels so, don't do it in the right way. Could come back to bite you a little bit, so to speak. So I hope all that's made sense to you. So this is Peter the Clairvoyant, and I wish you a happy Christmas and a happy New Year.